Hi, my name is Reza, and this is my program to sort the input data into output data from the lowest number to the highest number by ascending order. I'm using bubble sort method to sort the number. Let's build our project first. Build has finished, then let's debug. This is the panel to look on the register value. Okay. So I'm setting register 0 to receive the memory address from input data memory, and register 6 to receive the memory address for output data. Okay. So this is the input data memory, and this is the output data memory. We can compare it with R0 and R6. The value is same. And then I set R10 to 0, as this will be used as a counter, in which R5 also used as a counter. Both of these will use for nested loop counter, in which there is inner loop and outer loop part. I will loop twice. For the inner loop, we will loop for 32, and for the outer loop, we will also loop for 32 times. Why I loop for 32 times is to swap with each other, as there are 32 numbers in the input data, and we will run it for another 32, as the first swap will, as the inner loop part will sort it, and the outer loop part also will sort it back. So the order will be ascending order, will be perfectly in ascending order. Why I use bubble sort method? Because I think bubble sort method, for my case, I think this is the quite best algorithm to sort this, as it will compare two number. In this case, I use the R1 to receive the first value, and R2 to be the second value. Both will receive the value from memory, and then they will compare with each other. If R1 is greater than R2, it will swap the position. But if R1 is lower than R2, nothing will happen. So what I do is, I will sort the value in the input data first, and after completely sort the value, I will copy the value into the output data. This is the initialization part, in which R8 and R9 is initialized to be the offset value, which is one is to be the 0 and another one to be the 4. This is to use for the first position and the second position. Then this is the checking part. We load the value, and then we compare it. If R1 is greater, it will skip this branch and directly to condition 1, in which swap will happen, because R1 is greater than R2. So the position will change. And if R1 is lower than R2, it will skip this condition 1 and branch to store directly to here, as R1 is lower than R2, so the position is in ascending order. Then we just store it back into the input data memory, and nothing will happen. But if R1 is greater than R2, we will swap it. I set the R3 to be like a register to store a temporary value. So R3 will store value from R1, and R1 will swap value with R2, and R2 will get the initial value of R1 by taking it from R3. and then after swapping it will also go to the store, in which we store back into the value. Load, I use R4 to view the value in R1 and R2, as I need to check it whether it received the correct value or not. So let's try to run it first. Okay, so first R1 will receive value 2 and R2 will receive value 0. Let's see whether it's correct or not. 2 and 0. Then compare. So 2 is greater than 0. As 2 is greater than 0, we will skip this branch and go to condition 1. Yes, we skip condition 1. So R3 will become 2 and R1 will take the value of R2. R2 will take the initial value of R1, and then we store the value back into the input data memory. Okay, so R1 has the first position has become 0 and the second position has become 2. So this R4 is used to check whether check the value in R1 whether it is correct or not. So the first R1 will be 0, and say the second position R1 and the second position R4 will be 2. Yes, and then this we increment the counter. This we increment the offset value as we want to check the second position and the third position. So we check whether the counter has exceed 31 or not. If not, we will branch back to checking. This is inner loop part. So we do it back. We check the second position and the third position. Second position and the third position, which is -7. So as 2 is greater than 7, we will swap. So we will do this process and swap. So we will do this for 32 times. So if R5 has become 31, we will start back as it will reach the outer loop and enter the inner loop back. So let's try to fast forward. So if we fast forward, okay, so this is the input data have been sorted to ascending order 6 until 15, and if you look at the output data, the value has already been sorted. As if we have done the inner loop and the outer loop part, then as R10 has exceed 31, we will not do the looping anymore, as it will not do the branch lower than to initialize, less than to initialize. We will set the R7 to 0, initial counter to 0, and R2 to 0, and we will go to the store 2, in which we will load value from input data from here. We're going to copy back into the output data. So R1 we reuse R1 back to take the value from input data here and store it into output data. So R1 load value from input data and we store back into output data, and then this is also a loop. It's just a simple loop 32 times to copy and paste back the number. Okay, and then we loop. If we have done it for 32 times, we will go to the branch link to CSD main, and then this is the final result of my output data. As you can see, the data has been sorted to ascending order. So that's all for my today's explanation about my program. So thank you for listening.